Yes, indeedy, my people. Listen, we back in the building. The Kick Rocks Wrestling Podcast going live. I got the squad with me as per the usual. Listen, I got DPJR, I got D-Chef Justin, I got JMC back in the building. But first and foremost, we are on the weekend. The weekend coming up for Oscars, my favorite time of year, where people get crowned and get recognized for their craft. But the first thing I want to do out the gate is give a new award to the wackest comeback of the year. And that goes to Seth freaking Rollins. Congratulations. Come take your award for the wackest comeback in the history of professional wrestling. Congratulations, Seth Rollins. The most trash, the most doo-doo, the most whack response to ever be given ever after a 21-minute masterclass in promo cutting. And you come up with Diarrhea Dwayne?
Diarrhea Dwayne?
Huh?
Wait
a minute. Wait a minute.
That's your guy.
That's your guy, Chef. Explain yourself. That's your boy. Is this your king?
No.
Is this your king?
Hey.
Is this your king?
Without the T.
So
I feel like Killmonger. Is this your king?
Is this your king? The guy that's supposed to be Roro, who you tell me is supposed to be Roman Reigns. That's what the hell you tell me, Chef. You say, hey, DPJR, he's the guy. That's the guy that's gonna take down Roman. But then he's handed the baton, and then he fumbles the bag. Like I don't know, like Johnny Manziel in Cleveland, Ohio. Let me stop. Go ahead, Chef.
You stay taking shots. I see what you're doing. I see what we're doing here today. I listen, not every promo is gonna hit, guys. I mean,
that's where we're going with this? Oh, that's how we're gonna do it. That's how we're gonna do it.
Wayne, this is where we're going. Okay, all right.
I don't have a comeback. All right. I mean, not everything is gonna work. I mean, Cody Rhodes' response to the 21-minute promo, really, I mean, he had a text where he screenshot a text response, but not everything. I mean, maybe that was on the fly. Maybe whatever they had up their sleeve, he scrapped it. Maybe someone convinced him that it sounded, that it rolled off the tongue, that the alliteration or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, it wasn't referencing. I mean, that's insinuating that everything out of his mouth is baby poop liquid. I don't know. It's like, it sounds cool, but then when you really think about it, it's like, man, that's what you hit. Although I will say, if anything, The Rock really hasn't had anything to say. Like, he really didn't flame Seth either. All he said was, "I'll take the title off of you." I mean, he called him a clown. I mean, really, he didn't really hit him either.
I agree with that.
No, hell no. I ain't letting y'all do that. Hell no. You said, this man said, let The Rock drop some gospel on your goofy ass. He said, if you were smart enough, you'd understand how stupid you sound. That's a bar right there. What y'all talking about? What the hell y'all talking about?
That's not necessarily a bar, young David Perry Jr. I wouldn't call it a bar.
Before government, huh? How was it not? And then after that, he led into that. You can't respond by saying Diarrhea Dwayne and giving a definition of baby shit. You know what I'm saying? If he'd have said, "Hey, Dwayne, you softer than baby shit," then I'd have been like, "Damn!" He said no.
Hold on, listen. Okay, hold on. I literally wouldn't even open the show like this until I was like, wait a minute, you know what? That joint was trash. I'm sorry. If you ain't gonna be able to be cutting promo after promo, doing some of your best work, and try to get, and here go this crowd talking about diarrhea. Like, hey, you don't gotta chant everything, guys. Like, Cody didn't want no part of that. Cody wanted to run out that ring. Cody wanted to run in the back.
He had said, "Man, do you have my back? I'm gonna respond to you on Friday, Rock."
And I told you, I told you, I said it before and I say it again. I love Cody Rhodes. I always got to put qualifiers out, because if you don't kiss everyone's ass before you criticize him, then it means you don't like him, apparently. So I like Cody Rhodes. He's very rehearsed sounding though. I can never get over it though. He's too scripted sounding. There's not a natural cadence to it. He's
he writes it himself.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's even worse. Now, it's impossible. How the hell can't you be conversational with your own shit that you wrote? It's just he goes, and Dwayne, I know that you speak this way, and I say this, and I'm like, Cody, just speak, bro. Speak. Don't stop. Speak with your heart, man, and just cut a promo. It's just I love he's so polished, and there is a such thing as being too polished. There is. It's too polished. It's too robotic. It's like how it's like a promo Data would cut from in Star Trek. No bullshit. I'm serious.
It's performative, and when there's no flaws in it, it doesn't ring organic. It's almost like an AI did it.
Yes.
We've been talking about this for weeks, like months, really. Even in AEW, when he had some of the best promos, and he's so articulate and so talented.
He is.
And maybe he does have help writing it. I always thought Cody wrote his own stuff. I don't want to give him too much credit if he's not, but I have no reason to believe he's not. But it's so performative. Like it's like you are watching theater, and sometimes it's excellent, but you also run the risk. Whenever you go out there and let somebody just rip, you run the risk that it's going to be a catastrophe, but that's also how you get greatness. And you're never, that's what people complained about during the Vince McMahon era for so long. It's like, it's all scripted. It's like, yeah, because he doesn't want it to go off the rails. But, Cody just needs to let it rip. Cody's promo was horrible too. I thought he
needs to let it rip because listen, to your point. Am I on some kind of drug? Am I on some kind of hallucinogen? Was I taking shrooms? I don't take drugs. Did y'all? That's y'all's follow up to 21 minutes of greatness? For real?
Horrible.
Do we understand? That's unacceptable, Chef.
They had a hold on. Both of those.
How long did they have?
A whole weekend. A whole last weekend.
That's how I know.
Since Vegas, what you mean a whole weekend?
No.
No.
That's different.
To be prepared.
21-minute director's cut. I give you a full pass until that moment. You guys get a full pass for Vegas. You get a full pass for this build. When he cut that 21-minute promo, guys, that's how you know this man has gravitational pull. Y'all, and that's another thing. That goes to Seth. That goes to everybody else. Y'all got to come up with another disc that's saying the same old stuff for 20 years ago. Y'all got to come up with something better than that. That 21 minutes erased 21 years.
Yeah, they were out there for 20 minutes and said nothing to open Raw.
They recapped what he said. That's it. And not as articulate and not as entertaining. And this is where The Rock makes me eat my words once again from weeks ago. And don't worry, I got a 40-piece right here. They literally make 40 pieces now.
The nuggies are back. I'm
8.
As you talk about, as you apologize to The Rock, you have to eat nuggets while you do it. I don't care if it's bad audio. You have to. I need to hear mouth full of nuggies as you deliver. Continue.
Pass around.
I can't lie though. I got honey this time.
You had 2 weeks to prepare, JFC. 3 weeks. You should be ready. You should have been practicing. Damn it.
I agree. John Cena 10 years ago can get away with saying The Rock has had the same old shtick for 20 years. Yes. And John Cena, in my opinion, Chef, I'm sorry, back then, everything that I said a couple weeks ago, I will stand on. But I've been proved detrimentally wrong because The Rock is outclassing everyone to the point where I'm worried that Roman Reigns looks lesser than next to this man.
Whoopsie daisy.
Before you acknowledged them, once he acknowledged them, that helped out a little bit.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something right now.
You stop, Chef. Seth Rollins ain't getting acknowledged except for not cutting the good promo.
Hold on. This is your time to defend your boy. Roman Reigns was begging for him to acknowledge him. Let's speak on that.
Let's keep it real.
No, he didn't. All he said, I need
his lip was quivering.
Hey, he said, I acknowledge you, my tribal chief. And then gave him a hug. You knew what time it was. Ain't nobody saying this shit about Seth.
All good points all around. But I will say this, whoever's tapping this podcast, y'all switching up the camera angles. Y'all finally making him look like he's actually the equal Dwayne Johnson coming in with like $30,000 shirts on and stuff like that. Roman, I implore you, I beseech you, put on a suit.
No, now he has to. It's perfect now if they do it. If they follow your lead, Evan, after he got the acknowledgement, he's like, now he's bought in. Whether they turn on each other later or not, I think we all can see that coming.
What's the point, Jay? What's the point of being a millionaire if you win? Damn it, it's not even about money. When you get to this level, someone will make something for you for free so you can advertise it for them on TV. Roman, I love Joseph. I know why. I love you, man. You look like a bum. You look like a bum next to Dwayne Johnson.
Evan, I agree.
What are you doing?
I think that I'm going to give WWE too much credit.
Roman, at least come with some Gucci shoes. He said you look like a bum. Hey, you see my boy? Hey, Thursday. It's Thursday. You see my boy? Hey, that boy in a nice ass suit. You hear me?
Roman, I'm telling you.
The only time he had a suit on was in a t-shirt.
I'm sick. I am sick. I am sick of you, Joseph. I'm sick of this. If I see you wear one more damn Run DMC tracksuit, boy, I swear before God, man.
The shoes were clean.
Man, he ain't even have exclusive. He ain't even have exclusive J's on. I saw them Johns in the Foot Locker for $1.15.
Yo, man, shut up.
I saw those in eBay.
Yo, shut up. Jay, what would you say? Go. I hate both of y'all. What'd you say, Jay?
Shout out to East Bay 2004 in this motherfucker.
The throwback of all.
The greatest catalog of all time.
Don't forget where you come from, sucker MCs.
But honestly, they have an opportunity right now because The Rock acknowledged Roman Reigns specifically. So then it's Rock and Roman, the rest of the bloodline. So now he has to come out in either some sort of tribal chief garb or a suit. So either way, I think now it's the same thing I said with like Seth Rollins with the glasses. I'm thinking Roman, and you saw the way they would stand off to the side when Rock would deliver his soliloquies and everything. So now I'm thinking Roman's like, okay, now he does believe in me. I believe him. Whether they're going to turn on each other one way or another down the line, but now I think Roman's like, oh, he did acknowledge me. So they have an opportunity now to do exactly what you said. That's probably giving them too much credit. They probably weren't even thinking that, but now they have to. They have
to. A damn suit on. Do you see how Dwayne Johnson looks? Are you guys? This is not a joke. Do you see this, man? Do you see?
I got a good analogy, and we're all old enough that this will work. So right now, Roman needs to act like it's New Edition, and he's to act like Ralph Tresvant and stand in the front of Bobby Brown, so that way he can be acknowledged that he's the leader of the group. Right? Like that's what you want.
That's it. DP, listen, DP, Chef, Jay, that's it. I'm not asking for much here. All I'm trying to say is when a man that is iconic as The Brock comes out and he's dressed the way he's dressed, looking like $1 million, and he's hell ain't even wearing a suit.
Nope.
And you standing next to him with some tracksuit on and some t-shirt. Oh my God, man! And I'm talking about I don't want to. I have the number of the fashion police, but I usually don't call it.
And it was in Phoenix, and he was wearing a sweatshirt.
Can we talk about it? You in the desert. I swear to God.
Excuse me, Glendale, not Phoenix. Glendale.
Hey, they showed up in Phoenix. Hey, Rock told you what they do in Phoenix now.
And listen, I'm keeping it buck. A lot of people don't understand. Listen, all jokes aside, I don't think people understand. Like, you got to actually know your country. That is he's not wrong about that. They have a serious drug problem there. Serious. So like, you got to know your stuff.
High as hell in Phoenix.
Listen, but listen, I'm gonna get back to Joseph Wise lack of swag goo in a second.
But before you do, Evan, I need to say this because I don't know if it resonated with you guys the way it resonated with me. I really think, and again, you're gonna say, Jordan, you're giving him too much credit, which I probably am. If we were writing it, this is what we would do. I'm okay if he comes out dressed to the nines. I'm good with it. I thought even though The Rock is killing everybody except for Drew McIntyre, Rock is in a different class. I was wrong. He still has it. He's better than he's ever been.
Ever.
But what Roman can do, and what we have acknowledged on this show, Roman's actual acting ability, his thespian ability to act facial expressions, evoking emotion.
Reaction.
You ever seen someone who looked like, if I don't get the acknowledgement I need, I'm going to be broken inside on a wrestling show?
That's levels. I'm telling you, he's on another level.
Yeah, he was pissed the whole time.
He's twice the actor Dwayne is, and I'm not joking. And he ain't even done a full-length movie yet.
But and much respect to the greatest production team in sports and entertainment, WWE.
And it's not even close.
Because the way they were, at first, I was like, oh, I don't know if they should have showed Roman right there, but good reaction. And the way they kept framing the shots, I'm like, oh, they're doing this on purpose. And then when Roman stopped him, I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't know what he was going to say. And when he asked for that, he's like, I need something from you.
I need something from you.
I'm like, oh, shit, now.
Need it.
Although the Rock shit was funny, entertaining, Roman owned that segment. If you really think, who is this scene about? If you know anything about acting or directing, the scene is about the person or the character who goes through the most change, an arc. The Rock stayed the same throughout that whole thing, although he was wildly entertaining. He pushed the narrative. Roman changed throughout that, and you saw it on his face, and he told 10 stories every time they showed him on the screen. So where this, I think that might be lost on the casual observer. I hope.
Oh, it is.
It's incredible work. It really, really is.
This is what I try to tell people. Jay, he is the greatest wrestling actor in wrestling, like on the wrestling product ever.
It's incredible.
I mean, ever. Like Batista's the best wrestling actor, but I'm talking about in professional wrestling, the greatest actor in the history of wrestling is Joseph Van White. He is, I'm talking about subtlety is the hardest thing to get an actor to do. There's mainstream actors getting paid right now that still act over the top. They just getting paid. He literally has subtlety to his craft based on the scenario and the scene that he's in. That is insane, man. I don't know if it's natural. I don't know if he does scene work. I don't know if it's God-given.
Both.
I think it's God-given because if you see,
it's crazy, bro.
I think it was the moment where Paul told him he couldn't leave. That moment right then and there. And he just started acting. He was like, how dare you tell me? I'm the tribal chief. Who do I have to wait on? And The Rock hadn't acknowledged them yet. So he's still stewing on that. On top of you, I don't wait for nobody.
Well, you know what? You could even go back to the beginning when he said, you know, you guys used to be louder. And like,
love it.
And like,
yes.
the way he was like almost his voice was cracking in the way he was asking people to acknowledge him to the level that he wanted. And it was like frustration, it was anxiety, it was angst.
Chef, this is world. Time. This is world. I'm glad your Uncle Mac broached this before any human being has. This dude has craft. This is acting craft. Chef, you just gave another level to it, bro. Like that, the acknowledge me was. There was 4 layers to it. It was like layers to the acknowledge me. He was like, no, y'all gonna acknowledge me. Now I'm not just asking now. Now I'm telling y'all to acknowledge me. And it's another thing that I would do. This is another thing. Listen, if y'all tap and listen to this, there's a good way to get away from Roman not wearing suits. He could be like, y'all gonna need you to stop dressing like this, for real. I mean, it's because the people out there in the streets are trying to kind of talk about, you know what I mean? What if he did that? He's like, yo, I'm going to need you to stop trying to come up in here trying to like outclass me in the dreads department because it's supposed to be a chill. Bloodline, we chill, we rock sweats. And what if he did that?
You wear suits in the bloodline.
Yeah. What if he did?
And Rock even, because we know they're going to turn eventually, Rock would be like, oh, no, it's cool. You know, Rock has his own line anyway.
Exactly. And he brings out the Under Armour. The Under Armour stock goes up. But that's just the way.
You got one of those? Oh, not yet.
Yeah, but that's exactly. That's a good way to get him to shut me the hell up, but also get everyone back. That'd be amazing. Hey, yo, you need to stop coming out here and them $20,000. You gotta stop that. You gotta stop coming out. You need to put on that Project Rock. You know what I mean? And he would just be like, okay, tribal chief. Like, all right. You know what I mean? And I just think that'd be a good way to do things. I ain't gonna do it, but it's all good. We just giving out ideas. But we gonna circle back to that before I get way too down the line. I do always gotta give credit when somebody hangs up the boot, so to speak. Sting having a last match, not the last match I'd book him in. I wouldn't book Sting's last match in a tag match. That's me personally. I don't like anybody's last match to be a tag. I figured that out last Sunday. I think it was good for what it was. But that's not what this. I'm not trying to break down match. That's not what I do. I don't do that. I don't do that kind of stuff. But I will say that it was the entrance was cool. The acknowledgement was cool. My favorite part of that match was that video. Shout out to whoever came up with the theater idea. Genius. Having Sting watch himself in the old timey theater, absolute masterpiece. That to me. That's how you do it for me. That's how it's done. Him smiling, reflecting on a brilliant career was spectacular. Shout out to Sting for making memories with people. Chef knows that I don't put him in the upper echelon like everyone else does. For some reason, there's this weird Undertaker Sting thing for whatever reason that drives me crazy. I think they're two separate entities, but it is what it is. They're
nothing alike, but people do.
It's the weirdest thing in the world. Is it the black clothes thing? I don't know, but anyways, it was really cool.
Never jumped shit maybe during the heyday of.
I guess, but I don't know. That's weird.
Although Sting's been in every federation now, literally. So no, that's not it either. I don't know.
It's the stupidest comparison of all time. Who's better? I go, who's better? They're two different entities.
But it's still not close though. Who's better?
It's
to me
the Undertaker, but it's okay. But like this, neither here nor there. This is me trying to give Sting his flowers and show appreciation to somebody that I did watch when I was a kid. My favorite Sting is still Surfer Sting. Always have been, always will be, because that's the kid in me. It was just a really cool thing to see. Really good sign off. Tony Khan gave him a great proper sign off. His body held up. He didn't get hurt. He was able to end on his own terms. He tapped who he wanted to face. People need to stop giving him flack or giving those young bucks flack. Like that's Sting. He got to choose. Are you crazy? Like he like are you out of your mind? Like he could have chose me to face. So shout out to Sting.
I'd love that. I'd pop that.
But Chef, I'm gonna kick it to you. That's your boy, man. Sting, one last ride. He's done.
I'm happy that he definitely got to go out in a way that he wanted to. Clearly, Tony Khan is a super fan, so he was going to, let the man do everything he wanted to do. He had his sons out there and the other Sting iterations of the different eras. So I think that was cool for the moment. I didn't need them wrestling and doing stinger splashes, but that's neither here nor there.
Didn't need that.
Right. So I acknowledge that the man, is an icon. Very, like I said, underrated. Right. He's not, and there's a whole nother level of him with the steroids in the 80s to 1990 with
they all did it though, Chef. They all did it, bro.
I just, not that withstanding, he just was, somebody's favorite, as I said, mine.
You said it first. He's an icon, Chef. He's an icon, bro.
I don't know. He was Sting, man. That was Sting.
He filled that damn place. He filled that place by himself.
That place was sold out because of the announcement that they were not going to sell that arena out with no MJF, no Kenny Omega. They would that was because they said Sting's last match. That place sold out.
I hope they had merch on deck. I hope they did. AEW's like, what?
Like merch? DP, what say you, brother?
Hey, man, kudos to Sting. He made the cut for the top 20. He ain't made the top 15, but he made the cut for the top 20.
That's fair.
He was an amazing talent. And I thought that he put on a good performance, especially after the fact that Darby Allin almost killed himself last night doing that crazy ass swan.
What a nincompoop.
That is crazy. I just hope. hey, that's a very good way to describe that young man. Hey, for someone to jump on some plated glass from 20 feet in the air with nobody there on some steel chairs, I would dare to say that they're an imbecile.
Dumb.
Borderline. And that gave him the opportunity, though. They gave him the opportunity for Sting to kind of have like a little handicap match. It was like a good 10-15 minutes. Sting was going at it with the Bucks by himself.
That's why I said that
good job. But
that's why they didn't need to do a tag match.
Should have had a singles match.
Don't have faith. He can do a singles. He can do a singles match.
He should have did it, and I didn't necessarily think that spot needed to happen because I think that took a little bit away from Sting. because now people looking at Darby Allin and glass coming out of his ass and the boy laying in the pool of his own blood. When it should be strictly and only about the icon Sting.
Thank you.
Put in over 5 decades? Yeah, 5 decades of greatness. Kudos to him.
Listen, man. Everything you're saying is right. That's my thing. And I don't like this thing about spots. Now I'm gonna put this on wax right now so you can come back to it because I don't hide from stuff. Nope. Now what, Darby? Darby's screwed. That dude has had his hand held by Sting for years.
If Sting wasn't in a match with him, I kind of didn't know what Darby Allin was doing anyway.
I am so worried about that kid. I don't know if this kid knows it yet. Darby, if you're listening, bro, you better figure out something. Because if you're just the guy that dives into hard shit,
there's 15 of those in AEW already.
Though. So like I need what Darby? What are you without Sting? What are you without high spots? Those are the two things you need to answer for old Uncle Mac over here. Because I already know the answer. Do you? These are my issues with this kind of stuff. Not AEW. Any wrestler that's a spot wrestler.
In general.
I can take Ricochet right now and stop him from flipping around. He can still wrestle anybody. I'd be like, Ricochet, you're handicapped, bro. You can't do no high risk. He'd be like, sure. What do you want me to do? I go collar and elbow. He'd be like, okay. Like I need you to, hey, that's okay though. We're going to see it right now because Sting ain't coming back. He said at the press conference. Sting is retired. Now Darby Allin has to be out there cutting promos and you can't piggyback off of an icon. You can't ride in the sidecar of the motorcycle. You got to pull up. And I am extremely curious to what that young man's going to do next. I am extremely curious. Because you over here taking away the thunder from Sting. That's all Bobby was talking about was Darby Allin. I always check the trends. As soon as that match is over, all I seen was Darby. It wouldn't thank you Sting trending. Is it Darby Allin? Click Darby Allin, glass shattering. Will Foster in the chat said apparently he's taking off time for this. Oh, is he now? Is he taking off time? I bet the hell he is.
Mount Everest, they said that he can climb it. He said he got a doctor's note. That's what he said. I didn't know your ass got a doctor's note to go risk your life to climb Mount Everest, but
you can't climb it without it. Yeah, you can't climb it without a Sherpa. That's literally like a fact. That's like a fact, and that don't even guarantee you get up there. So I'm just saying, Godspeed, brother.
Yeah, Godspeed, bro. hey, they say that that there's dead bodies as markers that they follow to go up there. Ain't nobody trying to wish that on nobody. It's just dangerous.
These are all facts.
Dangerous.
Go ahead, Darby. You take some time off, bro, and then come back and you figure out what you need to do. You figure out what you need to do, kid. Because I swear, that's all I was thinking about when I seen Sting doing this riding off in the sunset. I was like, damn, what's gonna happen to homeboy? Hope he all right. Hope he finds his character because I don't know what he is. I have no clue.
Man, I forgot about his ass as a singles wrestler in the last 4 years. Boy, like ever since Sting pulled up, Darby Allin's been an afterthought. Like, I guess he was the TNT champion, but unfortunately, as a TNT champion, the spotlight was always on Sting. Was it not? Was it not? He was his lackey, half face paint, looked like Sting, bro. But unfortunately, you're not him. In more ways than one. How about that?
I ain't even mean to pile on Darby. I really didn't. It's just sometimes I get a little annoyed when people are like, dude. I go, is that all you gonna keep telling me? Spots? Lord have mercy. The RKO from Orton, I take that over that glass any day of the week. The RKO he pulled on Theory is better than 20 of those glass breaks for me all day long. You know why? Safety, and they ran that on repeat. They still running it on Twitter. Still running that RKO. Theory on his page. Orton talking about it. Safe. Lord have mercy on my soul, man. Y'all go ahead though, man. We got let me make a terrible segue and talk about how I know for a fact. Now I know for a fact Damien Priest is in serious trouble. I had this epiphany last night. I literally was about to fall asleep and it hit me. Now, do y'all remember, if y'all watch Raw, what was the final shot of Raw? Tell me what the final shot of Raw was. Do you remember? This is not a trick question. I'm not trying to stump you, because if you don't, it's fine. I'll tell you. The final shot of Raw was a laid out Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
With Drew McIntyre there.
That's right.
Run out.
Cash in.
You right.
That's how I know he's doomed. And the heel character, I don't care what beef he has with Damien Priest, the heel character Drew would have been like, he'd laugh. Because that doesn't change his WrestleMania at all. He would walk, he might even hit him with a Claymore again. That is a huge that's a mistake. That's a mistake. That is blatant disregard for the Money in the Bank. That's blatant disrespect of Damien Priest in his intelligence level, and that is blatant disrespect of a device you guys have put on in this company. What's the point, man? There is literally going to be no better time for him to cash in on Seth Rollins than there was last night. On Monday.
And here's the problem with that. If they don't do it then, what's the point of doing it at WrestleMania? Because you're further proving Mac's point. Because everyone who's wrestling, everyone who could win a title is wrestling twice for WrestleMania. So if he runs out with the case, then there's going to be more of an issue, whether it's Cody who wins and he's beat up or Seth and wins and he's beat up. Like that, you're right. Like, I guess I didn't even realize that just because of what you see on the TV, because he ran out to help with the bloodline situation, and then he lays him out. Priest should have been running out right behind him.
100%. Seth Rollins was laid out. Yep. Oh my God. That's all I'm trying to say is did y'all change your mind on Damien Priest? Is that what's going on here?
I got a theory on that.
Please, because nothing makes sense, bro. Not even think about it. Even the people he would cash on didn't make sense. Last night made sense.
Yeah. So perfect. The only thing there are two things. One thing we know, WWE loves to have the Money in the Bank holder lose because you're going to cash it in anyway, and all that gets erased. But in this case, if they don't do what I'm about to say, then none of that matters, because that's not what they're doing, and I don't think that's what they're doing. My only theory, and I don't even think they're going to do this, but I kind of hope they do to freshen things up. I think Seth Rollins needs time off after WrestleMania. The only thing I can think of is that Drew beats Seth. You could say you could have Seth get partially injured in the tag match. You could say Drew could say, I told you to focus on one thing, just me. Seth has an out, plus Seth will go away for a while, get healed, come back, out of sight, out of mind for a little bit, and he'll be hot as ever when he comes back. My theory of what I think they should do, have Drew win for whatever one of those reasons, give Seth an out. Damien comes down with the Judgment Day to cash in. Damien goes to cash in. All the Judgment Day beats down Damien, turns on him. Drew is the new leader of the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day is now a little bit fresher. Drew has a stable that he can lead, and Damien Priest comes back as a babyface, but he does lose the Money in the Bank. But now he can chase it.
Yeah. I hope everything you said happens. That's definitely on the table. Is it?
Because I don't know what the hell they're doing.
I think that's on the table, but I like the end result that Damien does not win the title. That's what I do like.
He doesn't feel like the champion right now, does he?
That's their fault. You can't just make him the champ. That's their fault, man. He can't win the title now. No. He can't.
Although, I take that
PAW said he's claiming this. He's claiming dibs on this, Jay. Let me put it out there. PAW said he's claiming dibs.
So Belt God and everyone else on this podcast, I just forgot that Damien's half of the tag team champion, so I guess they'd have to lose that at Mania. But maybe they lose to Awesome Truth. I don't know. But man, they didn't think Drew was going to be this good. They didn't think anything through Damien.
They don't. And I'm gonna tell you another thing that happened. They weren't ready to pull the trigger on LA Knight.
Nope.
Because that's what everybody thought was going to happen overseas.
That's what we tried to tell them to do.
And they
now they should have listened.
Oh, God, there's so. But anyways. So we'll see what happens. I like Jay's thing. At the end of the day, I think the end result is he can't win the title. So what the reason why I think propaganda is a very powerful thing is because propaganda has literally dictated so many things in history. With the right advertisement and the right way to present things, you can make people think a whole bunch of things. Nations have turned on people based on their religious beliefs. Black folks have been made a certain way in this country because of propaganda and the way you advertise certain things. Propaganda is very powerful. There's literally history behind it. Look it up. Propaganda literally can dictate all of history. I'm bringing this up for a reason. WWE is really good at propaganda. They're some of the best ever at propaganda of changing narratives and making you believe other things to get you away from what you know as a person who watches wrestling consistently. For example, their new initiative, their new propaganda is saying Gunther's the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. So much so that now when I read, WWE isn't even saying it anymore. Now other people are saying it. That's how strong and powerful propaganda is. I say this to say to you, we all know what Evan Mack feels about Gunther. There's no way in hell he's the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. Are you out of your mind? And let me tell you number one reason why he's not. He does not have enough classic, viable dance partners to be the greatest of all time. It's impossible. You can't name his legitimate rivals and dance partners, fellas, and tell me he's the best ever. The best ever to me is based on who you face and when you face them. He's had a lot of days, but who has he really, really beaten? Now, I say unto you fellas, you can disagree. I don't give a shit. That's what this podcast is about. Is Gunther the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time?
He's not who I think of when I think of the Intercontinental title, first and foremost. And because of our age, I think we're all relatively close. I will forever think of the Mr. Perfects and Bret Harts as the Intercontinental Champions. And although he is the most accomplished, and like Tom Brady's the most decorated and most accomplished quarterback, but I don't think anyone thinks that he's a better athlete than Patrick Mahomes.
Well, he's had a better dance. He had a lot of great dance partners, though.
Yeah, and you can list. I know what you're saying too. You can list a lot of games. You can list the comeback against the Falcons, the time that team should have never beat the Rams. I mean, a million. So you're right. But no, like I don't even think. I think he is responsible for bringing prominence back to that title. He's doing a hell of a job. But the longer he goes, you're right. I don't even remember a viable Gunther feud until up to a year or so ago. And now I'm starting to clock it now, and I realize how good he is. But he kind of, I don't even know if that was their goal going into it. But I think, when it's all said and done, he has a chance to be. But that's why I don't think he needs to leave that scene right now, because I think what they're doing with him is working, and it makes the undercard something I actually care about seeing. And his promos have gotten exponentially better in the past 6 months to a year. Maybe he was always good. But I didn't. That's not the stuff.
That's not the stuff I'm arguing, though. Not arguing promos, not arguing his work. I'm arguing this narrative that he's the greatest. Hell, God said Drew, Sheamus, and Chad were his best matches. Yeah, well, Drew and Sheamus were in the same match with them.
And that's a calendar year from WrestleMania, basically. So
don't, man. There's no way. You can't say that. You can't just say shit, and I'm gonna just go with it.
I mean, Chef, the Chef and DP, do you guys, when you guys think Intercontinental title, because I know where Evan's at with the white title and everything, and I know Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect.
I think of Macho Man.
There you go.
Razor Ramon.
What are we doing? Wait, can we please? Honestly, you can't just. I'm telling you,
Chris Jericho.
You can't just say stuff. Jericho is twice the champion Gunther is. I'm gonna keep it real. Jericho.
Yeah. Gunther's not even.
I just don't think he's had enough time. I just don't think he's.
How much time does he need?
The greatest. I mean, he's only. Well, no, I'm saying be considered the greatest.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Chef, DP. That's what I mean.
The run that he's in the midst of it now. I could argue, is his run the greatest? Now that's the argument that people should consider, rather than him as an individual being the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, because it's almost impossible to put him with one run as an Intercontinental Champion as the greatest of all time when you had Jericho, you got Razor Ramon, you got Macho Man, you got Honky Tonk. There's a lot of individuals. Triple A, but they're more remembered for being world champion.
They are,
but the argument is he the greatest Intercontinental Champion?
No.
He couldn't be, because there's not enough time.
This is what I'm trying to say. That's my point. This is I already knew what you guys were going to say. I wasn't worried for 1 second because I know where you guys' head's at. I love Gunther. You can't just start saying that because that's what they started doing. I was like, hold on, man. We got this initiative you guys have of forgetting the past. That's another mandate by that company, by the way. I'm inside information that would always come across the wire on emails.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of their little sneaky mandates that they want to erase the past. Hey, I'm not gonna let you do that. Y'all could do that for these kids growing up. I'm not gonna let you say that dude's the best IC champ. Oh boy, man. We have to be very, very careful here.
There's a lot of them, man. There's
so many. There's so many.
You gotta take a step back to really understand how many there are. Like I said, we can talk about his run, but him as the Intercontinental Champion, who is the greatest, it's very disrespectful to other individuals. It's best to talk about his run compared to others.
Great champion to me. I told you I was with him before they changed the music, and when they let him actually have a shtick, and they started changing all the names around. I'm Team Walter. I'm the one that said he needs to restore promise to the IC title before he had the IC title. This is me talking, but I'm not gonna just two things can be true. I'm not gonna let you say he's the greatest. That's crazy.
Man, sidebar. My favorite Intercontinental Championship match of all time was Rock Triple H Fully Loaded 2 out of 3 falls.
What do you mean? You ain't saying Gunther? He wasn't in that match? You sure? Wait a minute. What were you saying?
Hey, he might have had a run in. You're
making my point right there. You ain't even thinking about it. Name the great Gunther. One of the best matches he had was last night.
All his matches are good. I mean, they had The Rock and Triple H had a SummerSlam ladder match that was like at the time was insane in MSG.
That was insane too. I like the 2 out of 3 falls better because
for sure.
That's just me. But that ladder match was where it's at. Boy,
come on now, Samoan Watchman. There we go. Ravish and Rick Rude. Let's go.
Damn. Rick Rude. Yeah.
Gunther did make the Intercontinental title worthy of main eventing a Raw.
Hey, Ric Flair won the Intercontinental Championship too.
Like I said, none of all those things they're not the argument. Not about making it worthy. That's not my point at all. That's restoring prestige is what I wanted him to do. That got nothing to do with being the greatest IC champ of all time. PA Dub said RVD, Eddie, Jeff Hardy, Angle.
RVD and Christian in a ladder match on Raw for no reason, like ridiculous.
Hey, PA Dub, that last dude disqualified.
Yeah, that's not happening. Pete.
Nah, we ain't
I know you're one of those wrestling fans, but don't bring that on this pod. It's never gonna happen. Not on this pod, bro. I'm sorry. There's no way.
He tried to slip that one in like we wasn't watching.
That's what. Yeah, exactly. He thought I was gonna share that. You must be crazy. I'll read. That's about all I do. if you know, you know. Guys.
I'm illiterate when it comes to that.
Christ,
verbally,
man.
at least.
Well, y'all need to let that man die, man, where he belongs. Lord have mercy.
Is there anything Gunther could even do to ever even get to that point? That's
my point, Jay. My original point is it's not necessarily.
He's not gonna have enough time.
It's not time. It's the dance partners.
Multiple times held, and the fact that while he's been champ, he hasn't fought the heavyweights because
he just hasn't, bro. I'm sorry, he hasn't.
They're fighting for the other belts.
Yup, hold up.
He did beat Drew McIntyre. He did beat Sheamus. He's beat
in a triple threat at WrestleMania.
He beat Drew in a one-on-one match, and he beat Sheamus in a one-on-one match. I'm just saying he's beat world champions. I'm just let my guy go out here and act like he ain't beat nobody.
No Ortons, no Cenas,
he beat the COVID champ. What are you saying?
No Roman.
Orton and Shelton Benjamin, though.
Oh, you know what's interesting though? Yeah. You see, what's funny about history. He would have already started making the argument if there was one person he would have beat at WrestleMania this year. I wonder who I'm talking about. See how the narrative switches? But guess what? It's not my fault, bro. If he's not on your resume, it ain't all about you. If you had Brock on your resume, now we can talk. We can talk.
Hodgepodge to get to Gunther. I told you what the hell they was going to do on this podcast. On this damn podcast. I told you what they was going to do the next week. I'll be damn.
Then we can revisit this conversation.
Woo! Copyrights.
DPJ out here like the mad rapper. He just be yelling for no reason.
Hey, they took my thought. Hey, they be taking our thoughts now. Hey, Chef,
listen. You know the best part about us. The best part about this pod,
all caps.
Yeah, the best part about this pod is we sound like insane asylum patients. We're like, yo, they listening, man. They listen. We sound like psychos. Like, y'all better stop tapping us, yo. Everyone's like, no one's listening. I go, yeah, that's what they want you to think. Well,
hey, let us think what we think.
Yo, listen. So I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I'm like, hold on, now that's a little weird. But now listen. Apparently the internet broke in half when Naomi lost to Tiffany Stratton. All right, listen. listen. Yo, the internet literally imploded when Naomi got. I'm gonna tell you what they really were mad about too. They were really mad about her not getting an entrance. I go, guys, it's because of the opening segment. Be smarter. Can you please be smarter? The opening segment, Dwayne doesn't care about time because that's just that's the ego in him. He went over. He wasn't worried about the next match on the card. He just wasn't. He literally. So that's why they sped up the entrances, guys. It's nothing personal. Like, come on now. Come on. But after they couldn't get over that part. So after that happened, then Tiffany beat her. Now, I bring this up because it's newsworthy because I'm not surprised, but everybody was like, how dare they? Naomi. And I go, I try to tell y'all haters, there are levels to this stuff, man. And I love Naomi, but there's Naomi and there's Sasha Banks. And for some reason, people were arguing with me, but they are the same. I don't know why. So Naomi comes back. She loses to Tiffany Stratton. I'm not surprised. Some chocolate sister gonna lose to a beautiful blonde girl on Smack. You can talk about VKM all you want. Just because he ain't there don't mean they don't follow the same philosophies. Tiffany Stratton is, listen, Naomi didn't have when they put him in there, she had a chance in hell. No chance.
You know what they should do with it.
That's what you got.
You know what they should do.
I'm sorry, Chef. Go ahead.
So they should just go ahead and put her in the bloodline.
That's what I'm talking
about. She can just stand there, honestly.
It's been overdue. It's been overdue.
Might be too late.
They should have. It should have been
like a clown in the bloodline. These days.
Should look like a court jester. It should have been. It should have been Tamina. It should have been Nia. It needs to just be deep. Because I'm telling you right now, I can already see it. I can see it already. I seen it like I seen it before. They don't know what to do with some of the people of color. They don't know it. I am telling you, this is historic, man. This is historic. Like, come on, Evan, what about so-and-so? What about so-and-so? I go, yeah, you give me 3, I'll give you 333. They don't know what to do. If you don't do 1 or 2 or 3 things that make them comfortable, that they can understand, they will flounder. I'm telling you right now, people were outraged she lost to Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton damn near top 5 in WWE right now. She is. I've seen enough. If you don't think she's the MVP of that Elimination Chamber, you are smoking crack.
One of us drafted her.
Quit hanging out in Phoenix, Arizona.
Y'all better stay away from that Phoenix supply. Yeah. Tiffany Stratton, I said, you know what? I've seen enough. She's better than most of the roster. She is.
Man, them gymnasts are different, man. They have a different level of athleticism.
Oh, it was PAW's draft pick. I knew somebody did.
Oh, yeah. Here we are. Oh, Lord. Why'd you have to say that? Oh, Lord.
Oh, y'all, hey, y'all don't want to talk about my draft, boy.
Don't give him no flower. Don't be giving PAW no flowers, trying to bring up redacted.
It was inadvertent. You know I'm not trying to get that man no shine on this podcast.
Hey, y'all formed a tag team, but you broke that shit up
before the show was over. Yo, he super kicked him. Yo, listen.
Yeah, was comfy. He said he gave him that Shawn Michaels. He said, "Here you go, Marty." Bang.
Listen, her versus Bianca. If they let it happen, it could steal the show. It could. It could steal the show. She's a rising star, but I'm gonna kick it to y'all. Were y'all surprised Naomi lost? Because I'm telling you, the internet exploded. They exploded. They were like Black History Month over.
They exploded because her ass got eliminated first, and it was still Black History Month in the Elimination Chamber. And then after that, she took an L to Tiffany Stratton in 0.5 seconds. It was like over. And man, I told my brother I was gonna hit this word, but it ain't our fault that she can hit a pretty splendiferous moonsault. How about that?
Splendiferous. Spody dope delicious.
Oh yeah, hey, beautiful use of the word. But you can't be surprised. You can't be surprised because it's just her athletic ability right now is second to none. And the thing about these athletes that come into the WWE, they're coachable and they're athletic, and they can figure it out. And they listen to coaching. Man, look,
it's all about the ones that actually listen, though. It's all about because with all due respect for every Tiffany, there's 20 of them that gonna get fired. Like you have to be coachable. You have to find your promo. She's already found it. Mean girl heel always plays. If you can do it with gusto and believability, you believe Tiffy's a brat. You do. It's Tiffy time. It's adorable. That shirt's already getting printed. You know it is. This is what I try to tell you, these haters out here. This. It's not just because she's beautiful and she's talented. She has alliteration. Tiffy time. That's the shirt. She knows how to cut a promo. Guys, that's why she's on TV. Not because they want her on TV. She's on TV because she checks every box.
Every box.
She checks every single box. And don't get it twisted. This country is still 70% white. That matters, man. It does. You guys can live in y'all. Go ahead, man.
They had her doing a swanton off the top of the Elimination Chamber.
What are we talking about right now? She checks every box. Guys, you need marketability matters. We can live in this pretend world. This world that everybody wants to create where everybody's equal, but that ain't true. It ain't the truth. It ain't the truth, bro. Tiffany Stratton will live a more charmed life than the average person in that company. And you could say I'm tripping, but how was Mandy looking? She was looking pretty good, wasn't she? Okay, man, y'all go ahead. Listen, y'all can live in that world. I don't want to live in a fake world. I want to know the world I'm living in. Y'all either can live in the Matrix or take the pill. Yeah, the soup and the food is shitty, but at least I know I'm not in a simulation. Like, you guys need to understand something here. She will be WWE champion before 2025.
Mm-hmm.
It's going down.
Absolutely.
It's going down, brother. She is a superstar. I've seen enough. That
damn
stage,
supernova.
That stage at the Elimination Chamber with all that jet lag, and she showed up like that. That takes guts. People were wondering why she was in the match. People in Australia were chanting her name. She barely been on TV. Man, I got it. You got to give credit where credit's due. What I'm trying to say is, if it was anybody else Naomi lost to, you would have an argument. Not to that superstar. Tiffany Stratton. She's Liv Morgan on steroids.
Boy. Say that one more time for the people in the back.
Bro, she is literally like the Deadpool upgrade version of Liv Morgan. Straight. She's like Liv Morgan's Wade Wilson. Tiffany Stratton's Deadpool. All right, man. Boy, let me talk to you.
I was gonna say it was like if Liv Morgan went and got the juice Captain America had. You hear me?
That's Tiffany Stratton. Super Soldier Serum.
Bang.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. And I don't see a Winter Soldier in sight, so she about to get the rocket ship strapped to her.
Unstoppable.
Unstoppable, brother.
There's one lady coming up in NXT, Jada Parker. Hey, no.
If I didn't see enough of her. I know she's trending, but I don't know if I've seen enough yet because I grade us more on a harder curve because it takes a little.
Well, yeah.
I'll
watch a couple of them.
I'll partake. I'm a little nervous. I just grade us on a harder curve because I know what it's going to take seriously because Jade's she's a superstar. So as far as how they're going to present her, they're going to present her like an Amazon, and there's you got to be. Trust me, they stagger us.
So what they probably what they should do is they should send Naomi down to NXT, have her do what Baron Corbin did. No, think about it though. But have her get rid of the whole gimmick. I don't know what.
A little early for that. That's like people gonna view that emotion. That's a little harsh. Already.
Is it though? Becky Lynch went down there. Oh, got him.
Tiffy time.
Becky Lynch, she did build some people, but at the end of the day, she did say where her eyes were. I've done all that I can, build other people, that type of stuff. I mean, I don't think Naomi came back to build other people in NXT at this point in time. That's just what I thought. But you might be right. I'm just saying it's a little bit early for that.
I mean, that's better than having her getting squashed in 5 seconds on SmackDown, right?
Man, hey, The Rock, hey, people know what comes with The Rock. Some people didn't even get on TV.
That's what we need to understand, guys. Come on, that's TV. Dwayne Johnson took the A block, the B block, the C block, the D block. You know what I mean? Like this,
he took 40% of the show. Like, damn, I get it. Like, that's supposed to be a good match. They had a zoom through that.
That was gonna be a classic. That was gonna be a nice little classic. Tiffy still would have got the dub, but it'd have been a great showcase for the ladies. But Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson had other plans with his selfish ass. But listen, and got the nerve to say he cut that 21-minute promo because he wouldn't have enough time on SmackDown. I go, you sure, bro? Are you sure about that? Because damn. Okay, board member Dwayne. All you got to do right now.
Director of the board. I didn't know he was director of the board. Damn. Extra stuff. He said, "Man, I own everything. I'm your boss. I'm the director of the board." He said, "No, not just WWE. No.
TKO.
TKO." I said, "Lord have mercy."
All right, Dwayne. Ain't nobody counting your Samoan pockets. But I'm gonna tell you something right now, Dwayne Johnson.
Got $7.
I'm gonna tell you something right now, Dwayne Johnson. If you mess around, do the stupid trope of costing Roman the title, I'm gonna be so annoyed. Be more clever. Please be more clever. Please don't do that stupid old 80s stuff, man. Be more clever. Don't come back for that. Be more clever. That's all I ask. It's already gonna happen. But that's all I ask. Don't come to my city pussyfooting. But listen. All right, listen. Braun Breaker. I wrote Braun Breaker down. Lord knows I didn't want to. Because I'm gonna tell y'all right now. So there's no discrepancies. There's no, what's he talking about? I don't like him. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm doing it in 2024 now. I'm just gonna keep it all the way 100 because I kind of keep it like 75 sometimes on the pod. I'm gonna keep it like 100. I don't like him. I don't like him. And as soon as he had that match, the first thing I see is people saying he's Goldberg and Brock combined. What? Lord Jesus, Lord have mercy. This is what makes people go crazy. This is why people like me have heart attacks before they turn the age of 40. Who and who? To me, the greatest box office attraction in the history of wrestling is Goldberg. To me. He showed up, jackhammer 1, 2, 3, and it was the only thing anyone cared about. It's the only thing anyone cared about. He's box office attraction. You know what I mean? I'm talking about he's like Barnum and Bailey. He's like when you go see like a dog walking on his hind legs, dribbling a ball. You know what I mean? It was a sight to behold. So here goes my point here. They say they don't want Braun Breaker to be like a Steiner brother, but he does the dog face gremlin bark. Okay, so he comes out. He squashed the guy. 1, 2, 3. They're booking him to be this dominant force. I'm not, I don't even have much to say. I'm not a fan. I think I wrote this down. When I write things down, my rationale is kind of organic, but now I realize why I wrote it down. I think I wanted to get you guys to tell me why I'm wrong. I think that's why I did that. And that's why I have you guys here to give me different perspective and say, Mac, you might be wrong about this. Am I missing the mark with Braun Breaker?
Hey, Chef, do you feel any different than the last time we talked about him?
Not one fucking bit.
I don't feel a motherfucking bit either. So,
damn!
Hey, we don't even care about his ass. So, bro, I'm like, you know, like,
I didn't know. I was surprised. Would they repackage him? I'm asking. They repackaged him. You don't feel no different. They repackaged him.
It looked like he's trying to become a brother. What is he doing? All that damn tanning bed he doing? What is he doing?
They don't know. They don't know. They don't know.
He's darker than me, and I'm a Negro. Come on now. What is he doing out here?
PA goes, I like his spear, but there's way too many people doing the spear. Hell, Charlotte does the spear.
Everybody does the spear.
Everybody does it.
And everybody do it wrong except one man, the man they trying to make him as right now, Goldberg. If you can't do it like Goldberg, you ain't never going to be Goldberg. Stop playing with me, man. And Braun Breaker ain't that big.
Spraying the shit out of everybody.
Yo, ask Dolph Ziggler about that spear, the greatest spear bump in history. Dolph Ziggler, he tore Dolph Ziggler's body inside out. Jay, am I wrong? I got three of y'all on here, man. No. I put this on here. Y'all gotta tell me I'm wrong about this dude. Tell me I'm missing something. Tell me we're gonna revisit this conversation, and I'm gonna be like, my bad. I'm sorry.
So before you go, JMC, I'm gonna ask everyone to say, how tall do you think he is? Because I already looked.
6'1".
And I think that's too much. I think he's under 6 feet tall.
I'm only thinking that because I don't think he'd have asked the question if he was like 6'3", which they want you to think he is. But I'm gonna say
ain't.
No, like 6 flat maybe.
He's listed as 6 foot, which means he's 5'9".
Exactly.
Damn.
I knew it, dude. I knew it. I go, this dude is small.
That's wild though. But yeah, no. I don't think if I still played with action figures or collected action figures, I would get Braun Breaker so I could have him, but I would never like make him my little champion of my federation or anything because he hasn't given us any reason to care. He's athletic, sure. He's okay. I don't mind him even being on the show as part of the roster.
Better be athletic, Jay. He better be.
That's a prerequisite now. Kane was athletic. Like, you know what I mean? And
Bam Bigelow was athletic.
Right. But nowadays, even more so, everybody has to be like, so until I know what Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, correct me if I'm wrong, what I liked about Brock Lesnar, who, although he did become pretty decent at character work later on, the thing that made him and Goldberg so special was they felt legitimate. They felt like they belonged there. They felt like they could actually kill you. And Braun Breaker could probably kick my ass, but I'm like, dude, you're not really entertaining to watch. And I don't.
How about this, Jay? You said probably kick your ass. Here, think about this. This is how I know I'm making your point. I'm gonna make your point and beef it up a little bit. You said probably. For some reason, if I asked you about those other two, you would say definitely.
Yeah, and let me.
That's my issue.
I'm pretty confident that Braun Breaker could kick my ass, but I know for a fact, even at their age now, that Brock and Goldberg could literally kill me.
See, that's crazy at their age now, and you're like, probably, bro. You said probably.
Yeah, and I feel like the thing I love so much about Scotty Steiner is like, I'm like, and I've heard Scott Steiner talk, and I've met him, and he's actually like pretty mellow. But when he was on the mic and Unleashed, I was like, this guy is literally insane. So it's like you come from a lineage, although like his dad said some stupid things, but like you come from a lineage where you should at least, and that's why I don't like Randy Orton. When he comes from a lineage, like he could do all the moves, but it wasn't until Randy found his own voice. He found the Viper. He found the voices in his head. And I don't see Braun connecting in that way. Maybe he will at some point, but there usually is something where you're like, okay, that dude has something. Do you guys remember? And I just went back and watched this. When Randy Orton first came in and he hurt his shoulder and he's like, don't touch me. I'm only 70% clear. There was something there. And with Cody Rhodes, with Dashing Cody Rhodes, who Evan and I love, there was always something there where you're like, this guy gets it. Even Ted DiBiase Jr.'s bitch ass. There was something there. There was something there.
Damn.
Bang, bang, baby.
Damn.
My God.
With Braun.
Grace.
With ass.
Well, I think a lot of people thought a lot of people thought he was the breakout star or legacy, and he was the third wheel. But like with Braun, I'm like, dude, are you sure you're third generation? Because I see you doing the moves, but I don't feel you connecting with anything.
Yo, barely Teddy DiBiase's a bitch, yo, for real.
Bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? I hear having much emphasis on that. Bitch ass, dude. You know what I'm saying?
He was supposed to be good, if you guys recall.
You listen.
Star of the Marine too.
Hey,
yes,
oh, come you shut
that. straight to home video.
Oh
yeah,
my
right.
God.
Walmart biz, $3.99, baby.
Hey, Evan,
listen,
we might have to retire and say, listen, because he's
yo, we do. Oh yeah, hey yo, Max Castle. I'm done saying. You know what? I'm saying something else. I'm not saying listen no more. You are straight deal.
Whoa.
They did that on purpose, though.
Oh yeah, because they're trying to it's called saving face, brother. But it's already the ship is already sailed, bro. The Titanic is already sinking. Iceberg right ahead. It's a Reynolds rap, bro. Listen,
I'm with
go.
JMC. I agree.
Yeah.
I don't have a reason to care about Braun Breaker. Like his best matches, he lost to Carmelo at Stand and Deliver last year. That was WrestleMania weekend, and that was a good match. But when he wasn't fighting Carmelo, I really didn't care. Mm-hmm. And so then they
dance partners, and
he was face then he went heel, and he fought Dragunov a couple times. But he has to have the right people with him to look
Scott
good.
Steiner, I'm telling you, it changes everything. Big Papa Punk. Oh my God. I'd watch every single segment. He wouldn't even have to talk. It just big Papa Pump. And the thing about it is, that's the thing about Braun Breaker. I don't even know if he has it in him to try to embody that character. He can embody it. If they don't want Scott back, try something different. The singlet and all that, man, this shit ain't getting, bro, man, come on, man. It's just so stale, bro.
Braun Breaker looked like a buff version of Robert Roode with half the moves, and glorious.
I'll go a step further. He got to show me that he's better than Adam Bomb. How about that throwback?
Whoa! Damn!
Yeah, how about that?
Or Crush.
That? Or Crush. You haters don't know I can go back in the Wayback Machine. All these marks out here thinking they know wrestling. Guys, I switch it on and switch it on when the hell I want. I got a wife. I got a PlayStation. I watch movies, but I can dig deep in the vault. Shout out to Adam Bomb.
Damn.
Yeah,
deep
How about Crush? Give me a match between him and Doink Level, and we can come talk.
Put it this way. I'll go even less classic. Is he better than Ryback? And when Ryback was, everyone in the crowd was chanting
that piece of shit, but no.
He's a piece of shit. But at one point, don't say he wasn't over, because he was.
Feed me, boy.
I ain't in the crowd.
He is so whack. That dude he was whack when he was wrestling, but he was over like Rover.
That boy was over.
Is Braun Breaker better than him right now?
Hell no.
Hell no.
I don't like Ryback. He's like eats chips on YouTube now. I'm like, okay.
He's like, I'm weird and controversial. Like, yo, shut the fuck up, dude. What's wrong with you, dude?
I was blackballed. No, you suck.
I was blackballed. No, you are one trick pony with one leg.
Woo! One leg.
When you trash, man. I'm sick of everybody.
Hey, bro, he's so bad the damn trash man can't pick him up off the street.
Oh, the trash man's like, hold on, man. Listen, this is not. I'm not taking this to the trash heap. I'm not doing it. I don't feel this is appropriate trash.
Not proper attire for my vehicle. So.
Oh my God! Listen, let me circle back to Dwayne cutting that 21-minute pro. I got sidetracked a little bit, but I had to make sure I hit it. And listen, I the WWE, I told you, they telegraph a lot of things. As soon as they did that stupid trailer weeks before, which they should have never done. The first time they should have dropped it was, I don't know, today. Like, they were teasing a tag match. I don't know why they did that. They shot it, they produced it well. Why didn't I just sit on that? Why make Cody Rhodes act like he's going to get him? Y'all need to stop doing that stuff. That's weird to me. Like, it was always going to be a tag match because they had the two guys facing like a tag match.
There's a lot of extra shit going on. If Rock's not here for like 2 years, then there's a lot of stuff they're just teasing for no reason. And Vince McMahon would never allow that.
I'll say it for and I'll say it again.
Go ahead and tell him again.
He's like,
I don't think they heard you last week, baby. Tell them one more time, Daddy.
Y'all was real quick, and I understand the optics. I'm not a fool, but this is all about money because y'all knew about this years ago. It's only when Slim Jim pulled, but y'all wanted to act like y'all care. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Y'all knew about this stuff way back. I'm just saying, y'all got what y'all wanted now. Now you got a bunch of bored people telling you how a show should go, and that's what it feels like. Yep. It feels like a bunch of bored people that don't really know, and Triple H probably fighting for his life, trying to let people know, like, this is how things should go. Listen to me, trying his damnedest to instill his expertise and use his best friend and his partners backstage that know about the business and having them get leaned on. It feels like they're kind of floundering a bit. That's all I'm trying to say. That promo was like a board member promo. That is way too early. Y'all teasing a tag match a month ago. It's weird, man. So, like, now we're getting the tag match. That's fine. We have The Rock here. He's invested. He's making a bunch of shows. I believe this is it too, Chef. You agree with me? This is it for The Rock, huh? Like, forever, right? When this arc gets done, whether it's SummerSlam, whether it's 41, this is it, right?
Yeah, and before he goes, I need him to print one more shirt. I'm gonna need the "Fuck Your Story" shirt.
I need that shirt.
Put the Brahma Bull as the U.
Yes. How is that? That shirt should have been as soon as he's. I'm not joking because I think the one shirt is whack. I think it's terrible. It's a stupid shirt.
Yeah, that's one of the worst shirts I've ever seen in my life.
It's terrible. I'm not buying it. It's terrible.
We need to fix it.
With the handprint on your face.
I'm like, it's stupid. No, it's stupid. It needs to be that shirt right there. Just like Chef said, F Your Story with the Brahma Bull. Where the U's at.
The kingdom, buddy. What the?
Remember the one? Remember the F Fear drink beer? They got away with it.
Yeah.
They got away with it. How about we do the F Your Story? I would buy like 3 of them shirts just so I know I wouldn't ruin them. I bought 3 of them shirts, man. The F Your Story with the Brahma Bull. Oh,
and he leans in a little closer. It's got to be the one where he's like leaning in.
That's the best one. The second one is the best one. The second one is the best one.
Hey, bro, I love The Rock, man. Hey, bro, this ain't Dwayne Johnson. I hope people know.
That's The Rock.
Johnson. This is The Rock.
I'm gonna need JMC to eat a couple more nuggets for where he put him in.
Yeah. When he come back, you can eat a couple nuggies. Just because we talking about him.
You brought up your list because it looks like John Cena's Mount Rushmore was very close to mine.
Man, you shut the hell up. Anyway. He did that because he can't mention Brock. He loves Brock Lesnar. He loves Brock.
Okay.
He changed his list. John, I love you, John, but John, I love John, but he's fooling because John's a company man to the day he dies. He did an interview when he was down in Miami for the Super Bowl a couple Super Bowls ago, and he said he thinks Brock's the best ever.
Yeah.
So you don't go from saying he's the best ever. I said, damn, John, you're too much, but he's too. Here's my point. No, here's my point though. You can't. He's too much of a company man. He's not being honest there. He's not being honest. You can't say someone's the best ever and then knock them off a list. The best ever? Like, for example, I say John's the best ever, right? That's what I say. I say Roman beats The Rock. He's, to me, probably the best ever, right? But Cena ain't dropping off my list.
Hey, Rock trying to climb up my list, and I got him at 4. You know what I mean? I got him at 4.
Roman Reigns pins his shoulders to the mat. I said, I'm gonna say Roman's the GOAT. I'll say Roman's the GOAT. I will. I ain't gonna lie.
I do think this is gonna be it. This is
it.
Song. It'll probably
to
like we said, if he stays healthy, it'll go a year. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I mean, unless they rush this and they do what I overheard it, or in conversation with other people amongst my friends or whatnot in other chats, unless they rush it, which I hope they don't, and they try to do Rock Roman at SummerSlam. Don't get me wrong, SummerSlam's rumored to be here, and that would be amazing, but that will be rushing it. It should be next year. Unfortunately, it should be at 41, and we tie off all the knots, and you finish that story, and you finish that bloodline story. However, it probably won't be the way we want it, but they'll probably finish it a year from now, and he'll be able to go off and just continue to put out, great Instagram posts and inspirational stories and all the other things he's doing. And then he can continue to be the face, the outward face of TKO, and just be done with it. Right. So I'm good with it. I hope it's not rushed and they draw this out.
I've made my peace with the fact that I'm not getting the match I want to get at WrestleMania 40. I should say I'm making peace with that. I've not made peace with it yet. I'm getting closer just because it's acceptance with the 5 stages of grief or whatever. So like I'm getting close to the final stage. Yeah, I'm in the 3rd stage right now. Final stage of grief, I believe, is acceptance. So I'm getting closer to accepting, and I don't want Roman Reigns to lose that title. I really don't. It's so crazy to me, even though I've always said he doesn't need the title to face The Rock, and I stand by that. I just really don't think he should lose that title until he breaks through. He's too close now. Now it's silly.
Well, the only reason
he's too close to Hogan now. It's just silly now. It's just silly.
Well, the only
he's losing though. JP, he's losing though. He's losing.
Man, the only reason I can agree with you is because I unlocked a story that could lead another year. Because if they're doing the same bullshit they were doing 3-4 months ago, I wanted no parts of that because it was garbage. Like nobody was there. But this is something we can sink our teeth into. But he's going down at Mania, and it'd be if he doesn't, you have nowhere to go. You really have nowhere to go because nobody else outside of Cody Rhodes has been built to the level of maybe beating Roman Reigns, and you really can't say Seth Rollins anymore because the way his ass been talked about the last 2 or 3 weeks. No offense to the young man as a professional wrestler, but I'm just telling you how they're talking about the young man and how they talk about Cody. They talk about Cody as if he's here and Seth is right here. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Even when The Rock speaks about both, he said, "Hey boy, I ain't know Rock turned into a country white dude when he said, boy, hey boy." You know what I'm saying? How
would I put this? Does Roman go babyface and lose the entire lose the entire bloodline and face The Rock as a babyface? Does he? He
has to. There's no other choice.
Okay, just checking.
Then why have The Rock come back?
So Solo. Get Solo away from Roman. That's my only question. Like I said, we're speculating, but that's what we do on the show to entertain people and entertain ourselves. Listen, I've told you I'm making peace with it. I want tribal combat any way I can get it.
Hey man, wipe that tear from your eye, Evan. Damn. Just go ahead and wipe it.
I sound mad depressed.
I sound depressed as hell. My Lord, it's all right, baby. We gonna be all right. We gonna get through it.
So depressed, man.
He just stopped and he looked far away. You say
I looked off into the distance. Yo, listen.
Because we talked about at the end of the podcast, there is so many matches in wrestling history that were supposed to happen that didn't.
That's what this is about, brother. That's what this is about. So me, and I'm like, I just need the old man. I know he's knocking the pounds off. He's getting that cardio up. And when I say the pounds, you know what I mean. He's figured out. He's trying to get lighter and leaner
too.
and faster. And I see what he's doing. It's because he's got my notes. He's listened to my notes. Like we don't need to see. Chef and I don't want to see no hurt 50-year-old. Because if you take away my match, Cody, by twisting the old man's body around or whatever, I'm telling you.
Hey man, you better talk to Seth Rollins too, because Seth a little more crazy. Seth be turning around, hit that elbow.
He almost broke Sting. Yeah, he almost broke Sting.
Hey, he almost retired. Hey, Seth Rollins, listen here, visionary.
Talk to him.
I want you to see this shit.
Talk to
him. I want you to build this match. You protect the damn Rock. This ain't no boulder. We taking a sledgehammer too. No.
Damn.
We gonna treat him like 1,000 feathers that we have to keep together for a masterpiece that was made by Picasso.
You damn right.
That's
why you gonna bring up the shittiest artist ever? Yeah, you damn. I said it. Picasso's trash.
I can't say Van Gogh.
Listen, shout out to Van Gogh. Shout out to Starry Night. You know what I mean?
Himself. Yeah.
All I'm gonna say right now is in this podcast is Pablo Picasso, you are trash.
Picasso, I ain't mean for you to catch that type of heat.
Random people are catching strays today.
Yo, Pablo Picasso caught a stray, man. He been gone for a while.
Damn.
You are trash, Pablo.
You don't give a damn about your success. You ain't shit, Picasso.
Yo, final word, JMC. What you got, man? You got anything, brother?
No, man. I'm thankful. I'm thankful to get to be back and watch this madness unfold as always, man. No, I got nothing else to say about that. Where's the hell is DP going? You never know.
Hey, the brother had a call.
Oh no, I respect that.
Lord have mercy.
So I do actually know.
I do have etiquette. Damn it, I have etiquette.
I respect it. Are we thinking there's going to be a bloodline civil war angle where Roman gets half and Jacob Fatu comes out, and or are we thinking they all turn on Roman, or does Roman have to be the one that turns to get them in his favor, or we just don't know yet? I don't think they know yet, but I think everybody knows it's coming. I think ultimately what I do think The Rock will do at the end of the line is do what's right to make Roman the biggest star, the biggest babyface in the company. But I also don't think that The Rock's WWE story ends as an on-screen character without him being a babyface. Now, The Rock could take some time away and come back and get cheered again just for being off TV for a while. And I think the crowd loves to. Cody said one thing that was kind of poignant. He did say, like, I don't think, did John Cena say it in the interview? John Cena said it in the CVV interview.
Cody didn't say it.
No, Cody didn't say anything of valor or merit. John Cena said he doesn't think he thinks that the people are not sick of The Rock, but they think a lot of them, the smarter fans, are enjoying him in this role, and they're enjoying booing him. So they're saying, like, you're doing well. The response you want is our appreciation. Which I think that is to a degree, but I also
he's giving the majority a little too much credit. It's only a small percentage of those.
It is it is. So it's a very interesting time, and I find it incredible that within the past month, the two who I thought were carrying the story were Cody and Seth, and it's just completely flipped. And maybe that's partially intentional, but it's not. It can't be this intentional. Like, why can't you guys all be good at the same time? Meanwhile, steady as she goes, Drew McIntyre killing it. Yeah,
the kind of the Gwyneth. I'm trying to tell you, that boy running like y'all know nothing about that PA shit. Yo, Chef Justin, what really good last words, bro. It could be anything. I don't give a damn.
I just want to acknowledge while we've been flaming Seth Rollins that
I don't know what you're talking about.
For the majority of this podcast, we said he was trash and on some trash. So
I don't remember that. I don't remember that. This podcast, it was an hour ago. I don't remember
that shit.
But the one thing he did do really well was he gave us that little bit of hint when Cody didn't see him. He kind of gave us that glimpse of, I still got my eye on you, and I still might turn on you.
You mean that shot that he had when Cody was talking, and it was right? He was in the background.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great shot. Shout out to the greatest production crew in the history of all sports entertainment.
I can't wait till when he sticks the knife in Cody's back and goes, "Remember when you beat me 3 times?" And
Oh, please do that. Please. Please do that. Oh God, I'd be so happy. I'd be because it's so perfect. That's all. DP, final word, young man.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, shout out the great Evan Mack getting me to change my Twitter handle. You know, breaking
news. What's the Twitter handle? What is it now? Be still my beating heart.
The THE_ DPJR in the building.
Look at that. It's just clean.
It just flows better.
It just flows better.
Way
man.
better. Way better.
Instead of DPJR 369, 316, 405, 2016. That's what it used to be.
I know that's right. But if y'all listen, if y'all feel a little something, that could be a little bit of tremors for something that's about to happen real soon. Real soon.
Hey, I like that movie. Tremors. Shout out to Kevin Bacon.
Tune in Thursday.
Let's go. This podcast is dropping in about 20 minutes. So stay tuned for that.
Guys.
I love y'all. I love y'all for real. Appreciate all y'all for
my
listening.
Brothers.
Always the chat that pops on. It's always much appreciated too. Gives me something to look to. PAW as always. Will Foster, what's going on? Can't guard Mike. I would love to know what that handle means. Can't guard Mike. You talking about MJ, or talking about you in general? You got the handles like that? Let me know. Everyone listen to the podcast. I appreciate y'all as usual. Listen, quick recap. Braun Breaker. I don't see it. Tiffany Stratton. I do see it.
Yeet.
Seth Rollins. Get your weight up.
Yeet. No yeet.
He's been great for
yeah. I got your ass up. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
We're not taking away his greatness for the past.
Phenomenal.
Best
bell to bell guy in the world.
Bro.
In the world.
Listen,
and it's not close.
I told you, what did I tell you? I'll take Okada and Ospreay, smash them together, and I'm like, yeah, y'all ain't Seth. That's how I feel. That's how, you know why? Because of
was tested by God.
And anybody listen, and shout out to Ospreay. Shout out to Ospreay to catch to having that great match. It's a great wrestling match. It's good old fashioned wrestling, good old fashioned collar and elbow. I acknowledge, but the kicker to me is always the microphone. So how dare you, Seth, make me look like a liar with Diarrhea Dwayne? I be singing your praises, man. Why you do me like that?
Man, and the gentleman, the chef to my left, and the gentleman above me, always singing your damn praises on this show, and I think you phenomenal. Don't let them down like this ever again, because this is a sad day in the Kick Rock's history. You hear me? Shout
out to Drew McIntyre too. Shout out to Drew McIntyre doing his finest work of his career.
I coined him, the Cat Williams of WWE, Scottish version.
Yo, who the Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm kidding, y'all. I'm just playing.
No, hell no. Wait, hold on.
Hey, he's taking shots at everybody.
Hold on. Oh, okay, that's what you mean. Okay, all right, hold on. Because after that, Because after that foolishness Cat Williams did on Joe Rogan, Cat Williams erased.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about Club Shay Shay, not Joe Rogan.
Cat Williams erased everything he did by going on Joe Rogan. I'm like, what in the hell are you talking about?
I wasn't even talking about that.
I know what you mean, but I can't unsee it now. I can't unhear it. I can't.
Now I gotta watch that.
Oh yeah. DP,
my day.
DP, let me tell you something. I literally went from how I go from being the biggest Cat Williams fan to not the biggest, and literally one interview, from interview to interview. It is the most ludicrous.
I did see that bullshit clip of him talking about black folks smoking Newports.
That's the tamest part.
Oh shit!
Listen, we out. Good luck. Good luck. You let me know.
Chef?
Chef know exactly what I'm talking about. He know exactly what I'm
Looks like I got some homework to do before next Tuesday.
We do. Show's over, man. Appreciate y'all, man. We out, man. Listen, Lord have mercy.
Tune in Thursday.
Let's go.
Tap in.
Tap in, y'all. Let's go.